Okay, hello guys. Welcome to the day number 2 of this NCD from Turkey. Remember, this day number 2, we're going to see something about assembly script and Rust, and we're going to view how to install all the required tools to set up all the tools to start program. Okay. Remember, day number 2, you have to make a workshop about assembly script, what is how you debugging the smart contract, how is the development cycle, and review about data structure from near foundation, from Rust, excuse me. Also, in the link I'm going to share right now, you will have 2 links about a smart contract written in Rust for not fungible token and fungible token. This will help you to understand more or less about the structure from one smart contract. Okay, Juan today is going to explain us how to install all the tools requirement to start. Okay, I don't know, guys, if one of you already installed VirtualBox and Ubuntu, or you're going to use the WSL command in Windows to start this project. Okay, just let us know. When you have the word, please, you can start.
Hey, hello everyone. I shared with you the links for make these installations yesterday, but we want to make sure that everyone has zero problems with this. So before starting the presentation of the day, I will start installing the necessary software. So this will take a few minutes, and when it gets installing, I will start the presentation of the day. So the first is following the links I sent. Install the WSL with WSL install. Sorry, as an admin.
Okay, we need to open the terminal as a admin user, right?
Right. Then the installation will start.
Wow, what does this WSL? What is the purpose of install these tools?
This is like a virtual machine of Ubuntu, but without the user interface.
Okay.
So it will run all the commands needed for NEAR.
So installing WSL will be able to run Linux command inside Windows, right? To be more accurate, is Ubuntu, right? We can select the system operation, or it's just Ubuntu by default.
The default is Ubuntu. We can choose if we want. There is the commands here, but right here. The default set default distribution. Okay. But we can start with Ubuntu. Is the easier, and it's perfect for this.
Okay, sounds good. Yes, Ubuntu is easier to run and install.
I will share the presentation of the day. Share the presentation. Here is it.
Guys, remember, any question, if you don't want to talk, you can write here in the chat. We can add Google Translator, okay, to understand what you're trying to explain us in Turkey. And
one little question. Sorry to interrupt, Andres. So, is this the first part same with MacBook?
No. This is just for Windows. If you have MacBook, then Note will be installed with Braille. Well, you have Brew installed. Let me
Yeah,
share the link.
All right. So on Mac devices, Mac operating systems, this is pre-installed, right?
Right.
Yes,
You have
because
Linux.
yes, Mac is like Linux. Yeah, it's Unix behind.
I'm not.
Juan is a Mac guys for preference. I'm Linux guy for preference.
Where is the command? Oh, it's here. If you have Brew, then the command is this. If you don't have Brew, you can install it. With this command. Here's this one, and then this one. And that's all you have note with these two commands in case of MacBook.
The Mac, you need to open a terminal too, like Linux. You need to open a terminal.
Yes, and I can share the screen.
That's right. I think we can have we have enough time to share the Mac and Windows. I don't know if you can share the screen, Juan. Not sure.
And on before each command, do I need to type sudo?
Oh, no, you don't need. So the first command is bin bash.
Juan, can you zoom a little bit? Zoom in. I'm not sure if you can. Okay, that's better. Okay, just copy and paste this command and it should install like
And click enter. Oh, this will request for sudo.
Oh, you need to use sudo. You're right, man. You need to use sudo.
And this, and then enter, and this will install. Then, if this gets completed right, then Brew install, and this should not ask for sudo.
Use the equivalent to NMP or APT. This Brew command.
Sorry, didn't hear you.
If this Brew command is the equivalent to APT installed in Linux.
No, in Linux you will not install the npm with sudo apt. In Linux you will install with the
APT installed.
No, with the other I sent it. This is the
On this
article I sent yesterday. Sorry?
Sorry to interrupt. On this part, after typing this, I get this one, decode. And it stacks.
But it's not charging now?
Yeah, it's not charging. Should I charge it?
Yes, you see, this took a while in my case, but just 20 seconds, no more than that. If that's a stock, that's where in your terminal says default.
Do you want to share your screen, quick to wrap up? Maybe we can see what is happening.
Yeah, let me just do it now. All right. Can you see it now?
No.
No. Okay. I think I need to give some permissions first. All right. Oh, I need to quit and reopen. Okay, let me do it.
Okay. Yes, Mac, there is some issues from security when you want to share your screen using Safari. You have your microphone off.
All right. So I copied the command, but I no longer see it. Okay, Juan, can you please repaste it because I had to restart
Yes. Yes,
the
sure.
browser.
Oh, thank you, Andres.
So copying it, and then going to command line. So it's stuck here. Can you see it? The code. It's charging.
Can you close and open the terminal again?
All right.
Adding software.
Restarting it. All right.
Okay, now you can try.
Okay. Asking for password. All right. So should I press enter?
Yes.
Yes.
And let's wait a little bit.
Okay. It's so simple. I mean, yeah.
Now depends of your internet speed.
Yeah. So yeah, let me stop sharing. Thank
Yes.
you very much. Yeah, so that
Okay.
Juan can continue.
Okay. Go to Windows again. Okay, and anyone else is having problems installing this WSL? You already installed, or are you using a virtual machine? Renzi yesterday suggested that we can use a virtual machine installing Ubuntu. I don't know, guys, what you already have done at this point.
Arkadaşlar sorusu olan yok herhalde. They don't have any questions, and neither they didn't have. Before this session, we actually completed all the installations. So actually, I am the only one. I am the only beginner here. So the other friends are quite familiar with all of this stuff.
The computer will ask us to reboot, so I will reboot the Windows.
Excuse me, can you share again the screen? Is a little bit slow, the image. So can you stop the screaming and start again? No?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Am I have to install Brave on Linux?
Okay.
No. If you're on Linux, no. You just need to follow the second step. We are going to do this right now. Yes. Let the Windows restart, and then the next step will be follow with Linux or Windows.
I don't know if it's happening to you, but I see your share screen is very small, like another user. I don't know if you follow me.
My screen?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Open up again.
By the way, do I need Visual Studio and other tools?
We recommend Visual Studio.
Okay, one command does it all.
Yes. And it's lightweight and easy to use. Very easy to use. They have several libraries we can use together in just one session.
Yeah, actually I'm starting to like these developer tools. It is much simple. Otherwise, I'll have to go to click to 50 different websites. Yeah, it's very
Right.
good to learn. Thank you.
That's the idea to develop easy. As a matter of fact, it's easy when we expect. Easier than we expect. Okay.
Now Windows is started, and we see it says installing Ubuntu. This may take a few minutes. Continue the latest installation.
Sorry, Juan, we're looking at an infinity loop in your screen. Please. Okay. Excuse me again, if you want, if you can zoom in a little bit.
I
I don't know if you
tried,
can.
this one let me share just the command line. You can see the command line.
Okay, perfect.
As we see, now the command line says Ubuntu, and it's asking us to create an username. Say here the course.
So just when running this command, just that easy, you have Ubuntu installing your Windows system.
Yeah, with just one click. And a new password. Don't forget this password. Not your password just your password from Windows, but another new for the system, for the Ubuntu inside. And that's done. The Ubuntu is installed.
Okay. Since then, we just want to run Linux command, right? From this point.
Yes. And now the following step is the same for Linux and WSL2. I sent another link with the installation of Node on WSL2. I will paste the comments. It's very easy. It's here.
Ramsey or Crypto, can you ask to the guys if they already have a preference of language programming like assembly script or Rust?
Dil
I asked
dil
before.
tercihiniz var mı arkadaşlar? Remzi sen söyle.
I asked before, but they don't have any special language.
Okay.
I think you developers for the long term prefer Rust, right?
Yes.
And it's ready.
Well, I think we can focus on Rust. Maybe you can create a brief explanation about how is assembly script, but focus this course on Rust. And we can see Rust in deep.
And now we can verify this is installed with npm ls.
Fine, suppose I reload my computer. How I can connect to Linux again via terminal? Can you explain, please?
How to open the terminal with Linux?
Yeah, suppose I reload my computer, or for some reason the computer is frozen, and I need to reopen the terminal in Linux.
That's the better part. You close your terminal and you open with writing just Ubuntu. Click and the terminal is there.
Okay, that's simple. That's nice.
We are going to install the Node version long time support with npm install long time support. And that's it. You have now a node.
Can you zoom in again? Well, excuse me. I'm being very annoying, but
Mine is still downloading, receiving objects. But it's okay. I'll catch up.
Mine too.
In the case of Brew,
Yeah, I'm still in the first phase.
what about you, Renzi? Are you still installing?
I'm installing Node version 16.
By the way, Ramsey, you were asking about which version of Rust we were going to use. You can ask that.
I'm wondering which version near SLI we'll use, because I have 3.1 version.
okay. Now, this is for all the cases. You have in Mac the necessary commands pasted here. Suppose you have npm already installed and Linux too. You will install the near CLI with npm install global near CLI.
Furkan has some concerns that the course in this course we cannot cover. Actually, in this course we are not going to teach Rust, right? Just use it to deploy contracts, right?
Well, we're going to teach you a little bit of Rust, because you need to declare some variables and how to create methods and functions. That is the main structure from a smart contract. Okay, then we can use the standard functions from near protocol, and then we can deploy. Okay, we're going to try to make that easier as we can teach. No worries, it's easy. It's really easy.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's why I say everyone can learn, but not everyone can teach. That's why you are a certified instructor.
Yes. Thank you.
And now you will need to log in with your near testnet wallet. You need to create a near testnet wallet.
Okay, guys, do you have a testnet wallet already created? If you don't, I think we better explain how to create one.
Yeah, let's do it. Can we do it from here? We don't need web interface, right?
For create the testnet wallet, you need
Yeah.
the web interface.
Yes,
Okay.
we just go to the testnet wallet. The link is here.
Just create a wallet, save your secret keys.
Let's explain a little bit how to create a wallet from scratch. And if you want, let me share the screen and I can explain it for you. Okay. Okay, you can go to the link that Juan's just sent to the chat. Okay, and to create a new wallet, you have to write here the reserve account. So we can write the name you want. Okay, will be .testnet. If the input the screen, you can reserve your account ID, and you will select a secure passphrase. You will continue, and you will copy. You need to copy all this passphrase because that will be the only option you will have to recover your wallet. Right? Okay. Let me copy and paste in a text note. Okay, you can continue, and then they will ask you for one of the 12 words. In the case of this is the number 1. I will put it here, and I just click verify and complete. They are creating the testnet account. Okay, and they will give you an open account with 199 years. Okay, we have $600. It's testnet. Okay, it's not the real world. Okay, now we have the testnet wallet created. We can start developing using this wallet. Okay, go ahead.
Now this is exactly the same for all the systems. In the terminal, you will write near login, and this will open a wallet in the Explorer, and you should choose the wallet you created. Next, and we will see this is telling us that we are giving full permissions to this application or to the near CLI. Why we did the full permissions? In order to deploy a contract or test the commands. Click and connect. Will ask us to write the name of the account just to be sure. Connecting. And in the command, log it in as Jeff.testnet successfully. With this, we can start with the programming.
Okay, when you log in using the Near account, you will have stored in your main user a JSON with your private key and a public key that allows us to develop the smart contract in our machine. If you want to develop in another machine with the same wallet, you need to log in again with Near, okay? It's the same option if you want to develop in mainnet. You need to Near login first.
If you have any doubts about this, please write it here so we can ask you. We can
Answer.
answer you. Sorry. Now about this, we wanted to introduce you about the networks and this. What we use to create the smart contracts, we use the SDK or software development kit. We use assembly script, Rust, and recently introduced JavaScript. We come from Rust and assembly script. They are our preferred. Rust is the one that Neil prefers. So we want to show this one.
Yes, Rust is the master leader.
In order to build, we need to connect that smart contract with the web applications. So we use two different tools. This one is the first, the API. This is the application programming interface. That's a library that works in conjunction with the endpoints or the RPC. This is easier. You don't need to write all the RPC commands. This abstracts the internal parts. You don't need to know how it does. So you just need to know how to connect. The only const about this is that there is just the near JavaScript API. That's the most common web language, but sometimes you want to connect with another a mobile application. Maybe you cannot use the JavaScript API.
Right.
Then you can use the RPC, remote procedure call. This one, you need more information about how to use it, how to connect, and how it works. Because it's harder to learn. But yes, that's another way to connect to the nodes to the blockchain. You can build with the near indexer. Why you use it? Generally, blockchain responds to your request, but if the data is extremely large, you need to run your own indexer. So you can hear or get the response in less time.
Yes. Okay. When you build a smart contract, you will store data inside this smart contract. As soon as the data is increasing, the response will be slower. So we need to work with other techniques to get the data in a faster way. That is the indexer. Okay. For this purpose of this course, we will be teaching how to write a smart contract. The indexer we can learn this later because smart contracts it have a lot of things to be covered before learn how to use an indexer. Okay, but you cannot escape from indexer in the near future because when your application will grow, you will need to use it to fetch the data in a faster way.
Thank you. One example of the indexer is the Explorer. You can see all the blocks from the blockchain with the Explorer, and the Explorer is running an indexer.
Use an indexer. That's the reason it's very fast.
Now, the types of nodes, we know they are the nodes called validators. They validate the transactions. They are the one in charge of the security of the network. To be one of the validators, you need to be one of the 100 with most nears staked. This number will change in the future when with the sharding, but now you need to be one of the 100. as we said, this is a sharded network. Today is not completely started the sharding. So as we see, this is fast. This will become faster and with more transactions at the same time. Another type of node is the RPC. They provide the endpoints to connect to the another nodes, the validators, and the archival nodes. The archival nodes are the ones that store all the blockchain. If you're running a large decentralized application, you should consider setting up your own node, like an indexer. The archival store all the blockchain, and you can query it faster.
Yes, but it's expensive because you need a big server with a lot of processors, lot of hard drive, and a lot of RAM memory. So it costs around 600 per month to maintain your own indexer. It's not cheap. It's for big applications.
Yes. The type of networks, we know the mainnet is the one that costs really money. That's the ready for production network. Here you deploy your smart contracts that are public and ready to be
In real life.
Andres, sorry to interrupt. Did you say 600 maintaining an indexer costs 600 near or
Dollars.
dollars? Oh, okay.
Yes, dollars. An average, okay? They ask you for about 100 terabytes to store all the blockchain data. And they asking for 16 cores and 16 gigabytes of RAM and one Linux server. This is the minimum required to start your own indexer.
Thank you.
And
Of
if
course.
that's an archival, you need 4 terabytes of
4 terabytes.
It's
SSD.
solid state drive. Yeah, so it's so expensive.
Of course, there is a cheaper way to get indexer. New protocol have access. You can have access to their indexer that is public, and you can create your graph query from the indexer for that indexer, and you will be able to create logs in the smart contract that you convert in future indexer queries. Okay. To create indexer, we can use a tool called GraphQL. Okay, that is it's really easy to run and build. Okay, you can build your own metadata from your own smart contract. You can control the 100% you want to index.
And another network is the testnet network. This one is the one that we will be using for test the smart contracts and for these courses. And we want you to deploy your smart contracts here in the testnet network. This is almost identical to the main. The mainnet updates come out more or less 2 days earlier in this network. This is susceptible to crash for a while because it's for testing.
Yeah, so this is the network we're going to use through this course. Okay, it's using to test all the smart contract we want to do. Okay, but it's big as the mainnet. The main difference, as Juan said, is sometimes used to crash. Okay, just the fact that it's for testnet, they put new features there and maybe sometime crash. For example, last week they have 10 days crashing, and all your tests you were using in your development was falling down. As a matter of fact, I'm doing a project right now, and I have to deploy in mainnet because the testnet is not working.
Wow. I have a question. Yeah, it's sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe they tried to give you 10 days holiday out of nowhere. But I wonder, do the mainnet validators are running this testnet, or just a couple of them? Who is running the testnet?
Now the nodes from testnet, I see they are granted people from near in order to they get paid to run this node for help developing here in near.
I mean,
they are different than mainnets.
Is it
Sorry.
also 100? Is it also 100 like the mainnet? 100 nodes? No.
Yes, yes, it's the same. It's the same size. Even more because you are testing there anything. We have thousands of wallets, thousands of smart contracts, and a lot of information. I think testnet is bigger. Of course, at this moment, with the with this bear market and the price of NEAR is not that expensive to deploy the smart contract in mainnet. But in the future, with NEAR protocol having a higher cost of $30 or $50 will be expensive. So at this moment, it's a good opportunity to deploy in mainnet or develop in mainnet.
We have another. This one is the BetaNet. This is used mainly for the near core. They test they test there the next updates. This BetaNet could be used, but it is very unstable. If the testnet get stuck, this one is worse.
Yes, this BetaNet is drop and load again, drop and load again. They don't have history data because it's just to the core, to the new features they will publish in the next two networks, like testnet and mainnet.
Thank you.
So we never use it.
And the fourth type of network is the local net. This way you can create your own network. You can modify it as you want, make changes, but you need to run this one in a powerful computer with, like we said, many cores and RAM. But what you do in this network is not public, never.
And you need to make them by yourself.
More information about this SDK language is here. We'll be sharing these links in order you want to read more. Assembly script, Rust, and JavaScript. I have some examples here. No, this is not. I can't click here, but this is an example of a gallery for NFTs that I have done with the help of the RPC node. That's what I was saying before. You cannot use the APA JavaScript with Flutter for your mobile application, so I make use of the RPC node, but this one harder to make. This one I want to show. Give me 1 second, please. Here is No. The link is not working. Well, so we can start with the assembly script, or this for tomorrow, Andres?
No, I think we can go tomorrow. We have 7 minutes left. Tomorrow we will start installing assembly script Rust, and we're going to see live coding. So you can compare what is the difference between those languages. And if you already not decided yet how language to use, maybe tomorrow you will have a clear idea which is easier for this course, or which language do you feel comfortable with. Okay. If you have any question regarding to this install process, please feel free to chat in the Telegram group, and we will be pleased to answer you guys. I know it's a little bit late in Turkey right now. I think it's 9 p.m. To us it's still early, so we'll be able all the rest of the afternoon to answer your question or your doubts. Okay. Well, if no one has questions at this moment, we can finish this session and see you tomorrow at the same time.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, remember, create the team and just share the link. Team of 3 people. I think we are 13 people here. Well, you can create a group of 2 or 3, whatever you like, or if you want to do it alone. But in a previous experience, it's better to work in group, to mind together things better than one. Okay. Well, guys, thank you. See you tomorrow. I'm going to stop the recording, and I will share you as soon as finished.
Thank you.